Hello, everyone. Pastor Dave with our midweek message for this week. Now, if you're familiar at all with the game of chess, you know it all comes down to when the king on either side has no moves. Once the king is trapped, the winning side declares checkmate and the game is over. There's a painting that once hung in the Louvre Museum in Paris, painted by Friedrich Retsch. The painting is popularly known as Checkmate. It shows two chess players. One is Satan, who appears disgustingly, arrogantly confident. The other player is a man who looks defeated, has his head in his hand. If Satan wins, he wins the man's soul, and it looks like the game is over. Well, a chess grandmaster came upon this interesting painting in the museum alongside other famous art such as the Mona Lisa. The grandmaster stared a long time at the chessboard in the painting and finally noticed something surprising. The typical interpretation of the painting was incorrect. He called the museum curator and told him they would have to change the name of the painting because, according to the arrangement of the pieces on the board, it was not checkmate. He said the king had one more move. So they set up a board as the painting showed, and the grandmaster played it out, starting with one move by the man's king. The man who looked defeated actually won the match. Now look at the implications of this painting and the grandmaster. Throughout Scripture, God assures his people that he is there in times of trouble. When the people of Judah were exiled to Babylon because of their sinfulness, God revealed that a future day of release would come. A little boy in John 6 had only 2 fish and a few loaves of bread to feed thousands of people. It looked like checkmate, but our king had another move left. In the Old Testament, Daniel was thrown into a den of hungry lions. It absolutely looked like checkmate, but our king had another move left. In John 8, it looked like checkmate for a woman about to be killed by angry men with stones. The king still had a move. The criminal next to Jesus on the cross thought it was the end. The king had a move left, though. When Jesus was sealed in that tomb, it certainly looked like checkmate, but the king had one move left. In today's world, it's easy to get discouraged when we see so much just messed up. We look for direction and we often end up off the road and in the weeds. Sometimes it looks like checkmate for us, but we do not need to fear. The game is not over. The king always has another move. Jesus told us in John 16, "In this world you will have trouble, but take heart, I have overcome the world." Friends, whatever you're facing today, do not be discouraged. The king still has a move. We'd like to invite you all to worship with us on this coming Sunday morning, and we're having our church picnic right after our worship service. So we'll have burgers and dogs and salads and desserts and a whole lot of fellowship and laughing. So try to join us this Sunday. You all have a great rest of your week, and we'll see you on Sunday.